I ended up making an OnlyFans account and I knew it was wrong.
Definitely have this sense of regret that like
literally ruined my life, and it's still something that I suffer with now.
Do you regret starting OnlyFans?
If you have it on for too long, is this carry you on more?
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah.
Why'd you take it all down?
I didn't want it in my life. I don't want to be associated with that. And then like she just like
A lot of OnlyFans girls are actually regretting being on the website, coming forward and saying they can't get a job now and they can't get a date.
Okay, so would you date a girl who has an OnlyFans?
Hell fucking no.
I'm Amanda. I do OnlyFans.
What would you say is the biggest challenge when dating?
Every man thinking you're a whore.
At the same time, we're seeing a bunch of OnlyFans stars like repenting from that lifestyle, being baptized and being like, I regret all of it.
What about being able to, you know, post those types of photos is empowering for women? Talk to us about that.
I don't know, just because like,
I gotta hear this.
I don't know, because that's what... Okay, I can't.
Society wants women sexualized.
If you have OnlyFans, you are not required to get naked. You are not required to strip. You are not required to expose yourself in any form or fashion.
I do think it's being glamorized for young women as a great alternative to a, you know, quote unquote normal job.
If you fail at McDonald's, you didn't flip a burger correctly for a customer. If you fail at OnlyFans, there's videos and pictures of you having sex or being naked on the internet forever.
Guys, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. This OnlyFans path is just leading these young women, and actually seasoned women, down this wrong path. You hate to see it. You try to lead them and guide them and tell them, hey, this OnlyFans quote unquote sex life thing isn't you. This isn't you taking back your liberation. You understand? This is not empowering you, showing your body off to all of these disgusting men that'll pay. First of all, if you're paying for it, you need to get some help. You need to get some help. Okay? It's free online. Don't ask me how I know. I found this video about these, just a compilation of all of these ladies just really regretting this OnlyFans life, this sex work lifestyle. If you are a lady, especially a young lady, I highly encourage you to watch until the end, just so you can have an understanding and you can learn from the mistakes of other young ladies.
I actually got into OnlyFans, and it was the kind of money that when you're 18 years old, you dream of. You're like, wow, I just made $30,000 overnight. This is freaking insane. Like when you're young and you're a girl, you want to live this luxurious lifestyle. You want to be around all these fancy cars and all this money, and you want to have your own money. You want to be on yachts. You want to go do all this. And it's like, been there, done that, not it, don't do it. You're going to be left drained. You're going to be left feeling like terrible about yourself. Your soul's going to be gone. Like God is the way. And like, there's going to be tracks of that everywhere for the rest of my life. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would never, ever, ever do that. I don't care how much money I can make. The consequences and the things that come along with doing that, it's just terrible.
I actually don't know if you guys have seen this, but Trace Cyrus had a Twitter post go viral saying that, you know, the OnlyFans girls will never be respected and you're just like pretty much never going to be like a valued member of society. You know, the number one thing why people do OnlyFans typically is because it brings them financial freedom. You know, we wouldn't be doing this out of the goodness of our hearts just because we desire
God
to
bless
have...
he was born into it.
But that's what I'm saying,
So,
is it's like, how are you as somebody that was born into a wealthy family and has never had to really work a day in your life going to give like the rest of us financial advice or advice on how we should carry ourselves in society?
You know, that's the idea of selling yourself. If you just fundamentally disagree with using a body as commerce, then you're going to be in a different category from the beginning. Think about athletes. They are utilizing their bodies as a way to create income. Are you fundamentally against bodies being created, or is it just the sex, which is fine, but you also, in my opinion, shouldn't be able to tell somebody else what they are comfortable with? I would not do this shit if I had and Cyrus money.
Yeah, if OnlyFans was paying the same as a waiter or a waitress, I'm gonna go and do the waiter or the waitress because I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get less social stigma,
I was working in a club and I'm getting harassed and groped and touched around drunk men.
Right.
So you tell me, what would you pick? You know, like for everybody watching.
Right.
I used to do OF and the money was so addictive, but y'all, it literally separates you from God so much and makes you feel so depressed, so miserable, so down, so sad. And that money, I know it's so addictive and it's so much, so easy, but it literally is pouring and draining your soul from you. It's not normal. It is not normal to show any parts of your body, even being in lingerie, being seductive, all that. It's not normal. That's why some of those comments that you see, some people, the ones that you don't want to see, where people are like, ew, like this is sad and pathetic, because it really is. It is so sad and so pathetic and looks really, really bad. One day, whenever you are unblinded and the veil's removed, and it's crazy. I grew up Pentecostal, but then being in the world and how like things look now, the devil will really make things look like they're normal, like they're okay. Like I really looked at lingerie pictures like they were okay. I didn't see nothing wrong with it, but it's so wild now. Like it's gonna just lead to one thing after another, after another, after another. They're literally putting like father, like stepdaughter and father in court. Like it's so close. They want to just put. Don't you think that's weird? Stepfather and daughter, stepdaughter. That's so weird. It's not normal. It's not okay. It is gonna drain you and make you feel so bad. You're gonna feel so depressed, so lonely, so broken, because it's sin. It's sinning. It's just, you're just living in sin. And we all sin every single day. But I believe that some sins they have different consequences than other ones. They're all the same, but they do have different consequences. And that was the most depressed I had ever been in my entire life. The most depressed that I've ever been.
A young woman who joined the online porn hosting platform OnlyFans, aged just 18, has warned other teenagers against falling into the same trap. Writing in the Daily Telegraph, Charlotte Devine explained that although she brainwashed herself into thinking sharing explicit photos was empowering, she went on to develop a drug addiction and could not escape her unhappiness. Now, after leaving both drugs and pornography behind, she warned girls that there is nothing empowering about messaging men old enough to be their father and those cheating on their wives. The person who I want to hear my story is a girl who's thinking about signing up to OnlyFans. It's all a lie. I was so depressed and broken. The shadow of the past 3 years will stretch far into my future.
Taylor, you found out something pretty shocking about the identity of one of your subscribers. What happened?
So about 2 months into me having my OnlyFans account, I had this subscriber almost since the beginning. He had spent around 2,000 Australian dollars, bought every single thing that I sent him. We chatted every day on there, and he had a very specific username that was not a automatically generated one or anything like that. And an account with the same username had viewed my TikTok profile when I could see who was viewing it at the time. And yeah, so I had the exact same username, and it said from your contacts. And my heart just sank into my stomach, and I was like, I don't have that many phone numbers in my phone. I know who this person is, and he has spent this much money on my account, seen everything. And I just sort of went into super detective mode, and I said, I need to find out who this is. I went through all of the contacts in my phone. I crossed out anybody who had a established TikTok account and crossed out the people that said invite to TikTok, and I was left with 6 names. It was a couple of guys from school, one girl from school, someone's mum, and my stepdad.
Let me tell you something. Throw the whole computer out. Burn the house down. Your stepdad is looking at your yams. Come on now. Come on now. And y'all are still trying to justify this. You know what's funny? Ladies will say that they want to be protected, and they get so mad at men. Oh, you guys don't protect us. You guys, but this is protecting you. One of the biggest things that men have to protect women from are themselves, because you all are silly. I love you to death. I really do. Honest to God, I'll take a bullet for you. Well, for the right one. But y'all are silly and you do things and we can see further than you can. So when we're telling you that this is a bad idea, how about you just listen? How about you just listen?
And I had just thought, okay, it could be those guys, but I feel like they would have told me, like they always message me happy birthday. It's not going to be them. It's not going to be my girlfriend. It's not going to be this mother. It has to be my stepdad.
Wow.
So I went out on a limb and messaged the account on OnlyFans and I said, I know who this is. And he responded saying, who? ? Babe, you don't know. And I then hit back pretty quickly and I said, you need to tell her before my sister and I do. And with
her being your mum?
Yeah, being my mum. And within 2 minutes, I got a text message from my stepdad saying, Tay, you're free to talk.
Wow.
OnlyFans was never what I loved. It just what paid the bills and paid other people's bills and kept my parents retired and keeps... Like, I have a 70-year-old chef that I hired because he came to do an event. And when he did the event, he told me a story. He was like, I've been so badly abused by other people, by other billionaires that I've worked for, and I just want to work in a place where I can be comfortable and calm and not have to worry about my job being lost every day. So I literally hired him. And I was like, I don't need a private chef. I don't need it, but like, I saw I could afford to help someone. So it's like, I have so many people, like Madison, for example, she moved her entire life from California and took a chance on me. So it's like, yes, the weight of not having OnlyFans does sit. And I sit in bed in the morning and I'm like, fuck, like, what the fuck am I doing? How am I gonna, it's not about me. This is no longer about Camilla getting a new car. Fuck my cars. I'll sell all my shit. Like, truly, I'll sell all my shit if it means to keep the people that I have to keep afloat. Because that means more to me than buying another fucking car. So I don't even go, like, it's probably the first time I've ever even talked about this. Because I have such anxiety of people being like, shut up, bitch. Like, to be very honest with you, I literally talked about this today with Jaden in the car.
But fuck them, dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's just hard because I don't feel like I can have an opinion, and that's a battle within myself. For the longest time, I portrayed this whole, like, I don't give a fuck thing because I didn't have to give a fuck, to be very honest with you. I did what I did to make money, and I was having fun doing it until it started to affect my soul, until it started to affect me.
You gotta ask the question.
Do you regret starting OnlyFans?
Yes.
That's true.
Damn. Every girl's like that, bro. That's fucked. Dude, what type of question is that? Padres? The hell? Can type
So no nudity at all?
Not from what I know.
Okay. Why'd you take it all down?
We just had a conversation. She wanted to do it for herself. I didn't want it in my life. I don't want to be associated with that. And then, like, she just honestly, like, out of any human I met, like, a full 360. Like, she just turned to God. She got baptized again. She goes to church every Sunday. She's very, like, locked into her religion now. And she, like, obviously, like, I don't know. From what I've seen in every girl I've talked to who's done OnlyFans and porn and shit, like, they, at one point in their life, they end up regretting it. And they wish they never got into it. So, I mean, she was one of those. She was like, I wish I never did this. And now she's just growing as a person.
Sometimes I would go against that because it's like, you know, not every pimp just sits there and watches every car that you get in, you know?
Do you ever say to yourself that you deserve a better life than this?
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yeah.
That's great. Because you do. No one deserves to be putting their life in jeopardy like that. And then getting all the abuse that you end up.
You know what's sad? A lot of these ladies end up putting themselves in situations that they can't get themselves out of. So now they're left hoping and wishing that somebody will come and save them because they're just in a loop and they haven't figured out, or maybe they just don't want to do the steps necessary to get out of the situation.
Getting?
Yeah.
You been in love before?
Yeah.
You're only 23, so don't feel pressure to say yes.
No, I have been.
And it went well? Until it didn't?
It was hard. Like, because the dude was the total opposite from what I was used to, you know.
We help girls make money on social media.
On OnlyFans?
No. Are you?
0.3%.
You're so pretty. You can make easily like $1 million a month without OnlyFans.
Doing what?
Having a product, having a service. This is why you see people like even, you probably know.
This is why we say that this is why y'all don't lead right now. This is exactly why. You all give the worst advice. Why would you tell her or try to bait her or convince her into starting an OnlyFans account, knowing the stigma that comes with, like, these women aren't dumb. So y'all are saying that y'all are so much smarter than us. Y'all can lead better. Y'all can do all of these amazing things. I know not all women are saying this, but I'm talking about the loud ones in the room. The ones that can't keep a man. Y'all are saying that y'all are so much better than us and all this other jazz. But this is a prime example of why we don't trust y'all to lead anything outside of the feminist movement. And I mean, look at that. Look at what that's done. She is trying to convince this woman to go into depression. Think about it like that. She's convincing this woman to intentionally screw up her life, make it harder for her to find love, in turn making it harder for her to start a family, just so she can have a couple of dollars a month, a couple extra dollars a month.
You know Camilla?
Yeah.
You see people that are like now switching, you know? Do you have social media following?
Yeah.
You can do anything. Girls can easily make money on social media. It's our thing.
For you guys than men.
Yes, absolutely. You just gotta learn a skill and then teach it.
She just proved that most women don't have any other skills than opening their legs.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you guys. Have a good Sunday. It literally breaks my heart when women think the only way to actually make money is their bodies. I'm on a mission to just change the narrative that women can be rich by truly having real businesses, by their brain, by their strategies, by their systems, by their intelligence.
What is she talking about? What is she talking about? She just... I know I'm not. No. She was just trying to convince this woman to use her body to make money. And then when she walks away, she's like the complete opposite. I'm trying to teach her how to do that. I understand she's saying like you can get the money from OnlyFans to start these businesses. But if you're really trying to teach entrepreneurship, there are so many other ways to generate income besides selling your body. But see, here, this is where the problem lies. They want fast money. Everybody wants fast money. I'm not trying to just put on ladies. People want fast money, but it seems like men have a different morality when it comes to what we will and won't do to generate like a lot of money fast. We'll find with, okay, if this is going to take a little bit longer, but it's an honest way, I don't have to look over my shoulder when I'm crossing the street. I don't have to worry about the feds busting in the door while I'm taking a dump. Then fine. I'll take the extra year and a half in order to get the right income. Ladies, they don't see it like that. I see, not all ladies. These ladies are like, I want to do this right now. I don't care that this is going to be on the internet forever. They know that. This is what blows me, man. They know it's going to be on the internet forever. And they're like, I don't care. I'm willing to do this for a Birkin bag. For $30,000. You can see it all. You can see my balloon knot. You can see that brown eye if you want to see it. What are we talking about?
By their aura, we can do such big businesses with just this. To all my OnlyFans girls, I can't wait to convert you to the right side. I love you guys. I'm just trying to save you. I want us all to go to heaven.
I'm Amanda. I do OnlyFans.
Would you mind sharing like what you think your daddy issue is?
My dad was never around, so I never learned how to be treated by a man. So they could punch me in the face and I'd be like, he still loves me.
Do you think that's the reason you're doing OF?
Probably, but my mom likes it. She's cool with it.
Your mom's okay with you doing OF?
She said, pop that for a G, girl. I'm Amanda. I do OnlyFans.
What would you say is the biggest challenge when dating?
Every man thinking you're a whore.
I mean, do you blame them? Do you blame them? If you're, come on now, if you're doing what is considered whole-like tendencies, then how are you shocked and appalled? Like, women are shocked. I cannot believe I can't find a man. I'm so pretty. Yeah, the hardware is good, but the software isn't. You understand? You look good, you're the shapely and everything like that, but mentally Men are going to say something is wrong with this woman if she's showing off her body, which she says is her most precious asset. She's showing off her body to all of these men for $5.99 a month. And then they're like crying to their friend group like, I don't know what's going on with these men of today.
Okay,
Wow.
so would you date a girl who has an OnlyFans?
Hell nah.
Why not?
Sentiment of most men.
I mean, date a girl, or like you mean because you could do all the type of stuff with a girl. You don't know.
I mean, date, like, this is your girlfriend.
Like, this is the one I'm introducing my mama. Hell fucking no, you crazy?
But why not?
Hell no, I can't take a girl with OnlyFans to my mama crib. She gonna.
But she's making money. Like, she's confident.
I don't knock a hustle. You feel me? She could keep doing what she's doing, but I'm just, you feel me? I would just stay in friend zone. You feel me? I don't even mind staying.
But is it because her body's out there type thing, or like what is the reason?
I mean, it's not even about that. It's just the fact that when I'm with a girl, you know, what I see is supposed to only be for my eyes only, and that's that. You feel me? That's dope.
Okay.
I ended up making an OnlyFans account, and I knew it was wrong. Around this point in my life, I was so broken. And I thought that my only way, not my only way, I thought the only way I'm going to present myself is how other people see me. They see me as the cute, innocent girl, but behind closed doors, I'm not. Okay, maybe that's who I should be then. But again, seeds were planted. The Atlanta lifestyle.
Yeah. And on the OnlyFans account, did you see any success with it? What type of content did you post on it? What did you do on OnlyFans?
I will say that the women who say I made this much are not lying. I had an OnlyFans for maybe 3 to 5 months.
Okay.
I ended up paying a whole semester's worth of my tuition.
On OnlyFans? How did you end up paying? Did you have to pay to be on that?
No, I got OnlyFans. Between 3 to 5 months, I had enough money from OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
To pay for a whole semester.
Gotcha. Okay.
I felt like I didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
Friends, they couldn't really care less. Like, yeah, girl, get your bag. Guys taking advantage of you. My family life not really being that good. So that was my identity for about 8 months. People knew I did that.
Okay.
Some didn't. Some did. There was a point where I didn't really show my face. Then I ended up finding out from a bunch of my OnlyFans customers, someone made a fake account of me. I ended up looking from a separate account. They took all my content, all my pictures, all my videos, and started marketing it as their own. Now I'm back to where I was at 14.
I don't know one man I find.
But you know the risk. This is what I don't understand. Like when you ladies come out and you tell your stories, your horrific stories about these OnlyFans accounts or whatever. What are you expecting us to do? What are we gonna say? I'm not gonna feel bad for you. I'm not gonna feel bad for you because you know if I tell you that I'm gonna go over here and touch this hot ass stove and you're like, hey, y'all shouldn't do that. If I go over there and do it and then I get 3rd-degree burn and then I come back with my hand all swole up and smoky, I'm like, I burnt my hand. I'm not expecting y'all to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, because I know the risk. Yes, your content will get stolen. You if they bootleg the Avengers, you don't think that they'll bootleg your content and just take it? I can go down to the barbershop right now, and get a copy of Spider-Man Brand New Day because they have bootlegged it. They have stolen it from the internet. And it's a shame that so many ladies have to go through this instead of learning from the mistakes of others.
Valuable that wants a girl who's sitting at home posting photos of her
for the internet and strangers to see. I am so against pornography, OnlyFans, all these things. It's so easy for these girls to make all this money. And I'm like, you have no idea what you're sacrificing.
I just think it's bad for humanity as a whole.
It is.
And
Do not expect a traditional man to think you are a valuable female when that's what you do. And that's what these girls are doing. They're going on being like, I'm a 10, I make this much money. Then you see these girls 5, 10, 15 years later, they're also the ones being like, all men are garbage. You know, I'm just going to be alone. And they have no children. They have no husband, all these things. And I'm like, okay, so maybe that untraditional lifestyle promoting these things did not work out for you.
Can you explain what an OnlyFans agency is?
OnlyFans is a new iteration of pornography that we have in our generation. So the main role of an agency is to pretend to be the girl on their behalf to make money, is to market the girl to be able to bring in subscribers, and then to recruit girls to come onto the agency as well, and they take a percentage of it. My role was to build the marketing division, so to make girls go as viral as possible, as quickly as possible, to put men into funneling systems to lead them to a porn platform. So that's what I was doing. So that's why I've been able to see firsthand the magnitude of this. Like, we were getting on fresh TikTok accounts.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna stop pausing, I promise. But I just thought about this. They always make it seem like sex trafficking and all these other people that prey on women, they always make it seem like that it's men, right? But now that we're getting behind the scenes, we can see that women are trying to recruit other women into this. Right? Men are just consumers of it, but we're not recruiting women into it. In fact, we're telling them to go away. But if you're going to give me this $1,000, I'm going to take it. If you understand what I'm saying, we're telling you not to do this. Don't do this because it's bad. But if you're still going to do it, like, I'm only human, I'm going to look. So they're saying that men are the bad ones and that we're the predators because we consume it. But women are the ones pulling them into this act or into this profession that's going to suck the life and soul out of them, but we're the bad guys because we watch it.
Counts girls to 2.2 million views in 7 days on videos. If this is just one agency in Australia that's getting girls millions of views on one account, and we were getting girls to make anywhere from 3 to 5 TikTok accounts and post 20 videos per day just on TikTok. Yeah. Then you've got Instagram, you have Reddit, Twitter, Snapchat, dating apps. Imagine globally what is happening.
Wow.
Here's the problem with the guys that pay for OnlyFans. They're usually men who are super not looking after themselves. They can't get women in the real world, but they don't want to face the rejection. So what they'll do is go to OnlyFans and feel like they're getting that connection. But when they go into the real world, the women that are on their real level, they're not attracted to. So they think, fuck that, why is the 5 out of 10 ignoring me when I can just pay for a 10 out of 10 to give me a message? So they end up not working on themselves. You need rejection. As a man, you need to go into the real world, get a woman who tells you, no, you don't like this about you, don't like that about you, and you work on yourself. But having OnlyFans and pornography means I can stay this miserable, unattractive man and no one can tell me no, this is perfect. So they end up just staying the way they are.
Come onto OnlyFans, you're going to achieve all your dreams, you're going to be rich, you're going to be famous, all these things. But the reality is, no, you're not. You're going to jump onto this platform, you're going to film a bunch of things that you thought you wouldn't do, you're going to do way more extreme content than what you thought you would, and realistically, you're going to earn no money, and then it's going to be on the internet forever, and then what are you going to do?
I think a lot of women are being sold a lie about OnlyFans because people are saying it's an easy way to make money. And that's not true. Most creators on OnlyFans are not becoming millionaires. Like most industries, a small percent earn majority of the money. It's really bothering me that young women are being told that selling access to their body is empowering, profitable, and the quickest path to success. But girls, let me ask you this. What if your value never came from how many strangers are willing to pay to look at you? Girls, I don't think the message should be, you're powerful because people desire you. The message should be, you're valuable because you're a human being. If you're interested in conversations about human nature, modern culture, and where the next generation is heading, follow me.
That was a time in my life that I regret with everything in me. So yeah, OnlyFans is my main source of income.
How much do you make doing that?
I mean, not as much as these other girls do. If I would stick to it more, probably I'd make a lot more. But I at least make ends meet. So at the end of the month, I would say about 800. Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the whole world of that? You know, your images, your videos.
Think about that for a second. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Let's make it 1,000. If somebody came to you right now and said, listen, I'll give you $1,000 and they give you $12,000 up front. So they're saying for the entire year, I'm gonna give you $1,000 for you every single day. I want you to post a video of your ass naked on the internet for every single day. I just want you to post just one video or one picture of you naked on the internet. Is it worth it?
As being up there on the internet for everyone to steal or look at it.
They have been stolen for sure. It's happened. But I guess once it happens, you know, you're distraught. You don't know what to do. You know, you're this feeling of like, how is this happening to me? But then I guess when it lingers and connects with your addiction, you're pretty much like, who cares as long as I get my fix, you know?
There were some conversations that, like, she had commented on some of my videos in the past. She used to have an OF account, and she had commented, like, I regret having an OF and also sharing my kids on social media on a take that I had about, like, moms having OF accounts. Like, I'm all for the girlies having OF, but if you have kids, you shouldn't be posting a video playing in the yard with your kids, and then the next slide is you promoting your OF.
I got something to tell you about maybe off camera.
I feel very strongly about that, and there's nothing that you can really do to, like, no. I'm all about a girl getting her bag, and I have nothing wrong with OF creators. I'm friends with OF creators. I want you to get your bag. But when you're a mom, you do have to protect your children from creepy guys. You already are going to have guys growing an obsession with you. And so she had said that she had regretted doing that in the past. She shut her account down. She was getting sober. She was sober.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like once you have a kid, you don't need to be doing OnlyFans or porn or anything of the sort, yeah? Because kids are already nasty, like, by themselves. Like, they can be really, really mean. I don't know how I would have survived school if kids was being mean to me. Not only that, they're being mean to me and sharing videos of my mum doing madness. Like, what? How would I survive that? You might be thinking, oh, I do OnlyFans, or you got to pay. Like, it's not just out there. Literally, as soon as a kid finds out you have that type of platform, they are more than willing to pay. They'll put their parents' ID on there and purchase the video, and it only takes one of them to buy the video. One of them, and then the friend's going to record it off the phone and share it to the entire year group. Like, guys, the way stuff would spread when I was in school, yeah? Like, I feel bad for people who even had nudes leaked, because those, like, 8 a.m. they get leaked. By 12, everyone in the school has seen it. Like, it gets spread. But yeah, you guys do what you want, but I would definitely have hated my mum if she pulled a stunt like that. I'm not gonna lie.
It was just like nice photos and stuff, bikinis, and very different to what it is now, because OnlyFans did start off trying to be a bit more like, it's not that way now, it's a porn site right now, but it did start off like that.
So you started off very PG?
Oh, very PG, yeah, and I was like one of the first reality people to join the platform.
How much were you making at the height of it?
At the height of it, I would say about, on good months, about 40 grand. But a standard every month, it would be about 20, 25. But that was so much money to me even then, you know, literally ruined my life, and it's still something that I suffer with now. But when I look back on it, I can also understand that I actually really was groomed into doing a lot of things to be financially abused. So I think that's what happens with women in this industry, because we are emotionally disturbed in a lot of ways and carry a lot of trauma, which has led us into that in the first place. We're not going to attract the right men in that industry. Therefore, we attract the ones that really do want to also use and abuse. And that was something that I unfortunately did experience on a scale.
There's a lot of scams that go on here, and it really worries me when I see these young girls wanting to join OnlyFans and join into this content creator world, and it's scary. Like, I've seen some like, doing this for so long, I've seen a lot of material out there. I've seen a lot of men doing crazy to women out there. Like, it's scary. So when I have kids, oh my god, I am not letting them on any social media, because it's freaking,
it's that crazy.
So I urge females and other people getting into the OnlyFans industry to really, really look into it and really consider what your life can be. Like, yeah, you can make a lot of money and make a name for yourself, and there are the girls that go into OnlyFans, get popular on social media, and then get out and run it really well and be still very successful with the brands. But I've seen that a lot less than the girls that are stuck and can't get out of their specific niche.
It isn't an easy mode. It's never like people think like, oh, girls who are attractive can just start popping that online and they're going to make so much money. That's not true. You know, if you have an audience already, if you already have a following, then yeah, you could probably do decently well because you're already known. But if you're just a regular Joe who sits at home and does a 9 to 5 and has no following, starting is never gonna work for you. It's just not. And I feel like we need more of this. We need more de-influencing because it's not a good thing.
You'll notice when it comes to these OnlyFans hosts, they always regret. It's not like they do one scene and regret it. They always magically regret it after they've made a lot of money, not before, not during. It's always after I've gotten gang banged on camera. I don't know what it is.
Guys, that's it for today's video. Comment down below what do you think. One of the questions that arose in my mind was, could I date a woman that used to do OnlyFans? I don't know. I think it depends on a lot of factors. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say no. But there might be that one. There might be that she has a certain glow about her. Je ne sais quoi about her. She might be special. And, you know, then it boils down to a few factors. How long has she done it? How long since she did it last? What was she doing up there? Was it solo? Did you wear a mask? All of that. What have you been doing since you have stopped doing it? What did you do with the money? What made you want to go into it? All of these things add up to it. But guys, that's it for today's video. If you want another good one, click this one on your left. If you want a great one, click this on the right. And I will see you on another one.